Good morning, dear students. Welcome back again to our English lesson. Today, we are continuing the same lesson what we have just begun, or almost 4 classes over. This video is of a fifth edition of the story A Horse and Two Gods, written by R.K. Narayan. This video has been recorded as part of ICET Public School online classes. Today, just for a change, I would like to just upload the video as it is, as a raw model, without editing and not giving the school logos and all. So I am just unlisting this video and sending you the link. This is my plan. Please, I request everybody to take the English treasure trove textbook at your hand. So please listen very carefully and look into the textbook while I am reading, and keep your finger over the lines and familiarize with the words and expressions and the entire meaning of the story. You must not miss any word or any content or any expressions from the lesson, which are very useful. So I was thinking of this one. Actually, this only one lesson, this lesson itself, if you learn this very carefully, means all the words, vocabularies and all, that will be enough for you for grade 9. Sure, there are that much bulk of vocabularies are there in this, and very good expressions are there. And moreover, as it is written by an Indian writer, and most of the words are very useful for us, as it is related to our present Indian scenario and culture, and all the words are very useful for us in that way also. So in the last class, we have concluded the story that Muni, the main character of the story, he met a foreigner. He came in a vehicle, an yellow color vehicle, and his dress was khaki colored dress and all. He came out and he was asking something to Muni, but Muni did not understand. We know that he didn't know English. He knows only one or two words, that is yes and no. So he will utter the word yes or no for all the questions whatever the foreigner is asking to him. So this was the situation we learned, and we said that finally this foreigner, he took a cigarette, he started to smoke, and he also offered one cigarette to our Muni. For Muni, it was just a celebration, just like a grand celebration, that in his life he had smoked once, that when that shopkeeper gave him a cigarette on credit, on that day he smoked. After that, nobody gave him a cigarette and he could not buy a one. So that's why this is a offer that is very potent, very strong for him. So this was it. So that paragraph, we were page number 58. We can look at page number 58, that second paragraph onwards. We know that we started from here. He had always wanted to smoke cigarette. Only once did the shopman give him on credit, and he remembered how good it had tasted. The other flicked. So the foreigner just this also we said that the foreigner just gave him the cigarette lighter. The lighter opened and offered a light to Muni, but Muni did not understand the situation, what he is doing. So what the culture and what is, so he didn't have such experience. Nobody has offered already, we said that. So somebody is that opening the light and so he thought that he is going to fire him or something. So he just blew it up and put it down the flame. So he again opened it, and the foreigner presented the light to the cigarette. And so that's okay, and he took a deep puff and started coughing. So when immediately Muni took a deep puff, so then because of the extra smoke inside, he started to cough. Then but he is telling that even though he's coughing, it was racking, it was distress, no doubt, but extremely pleasant. Anyway, coughing was a problem, distress, but it tastes extremely pleasant taste for him. He is telling that. Okay, I think till there we stopped in the last class. Now, next sentence onwards. When his cough subsided, he wiped his eyes. So look at the expressions. When his cough subsided, that it became under control. When he could control his cough subsided means decreased, that reduced. When his cough reduced, he wiped his eyes and took stock of the situation. He was coughing. He was coughing, and it was a distress, and anyway it was extremely pleasurable. So after his coughing that got decreased and became under control, he wiped his eyes and he was taking stock of the situation. So this is another beautiful expression. Take stock of the situation. Take stock of the situation means to think carefully about the situation is called take stock of the situation, means think carefully about the situation. For example, after a stroke at head or something, we became unconscious. Then after a few seconds, we got our consciousness back, and then what happened actually? Really, we are taking the what really happened, trying to understand the situation. For that is what called take stock of the situation. Take stock of the situation. For example, that many people are working in Gulf countries, so they are coming back to their home country, coming back here, and they are taking stock of the situation, means whether they can start a business or what is the most useful and profitable business, what we can do, any job is here, and doing understanding. So they were long time they were in Gulf country. So after returning from that, they are just looking, searching for a new job. It is called taking stock of the situation, understanding the present condition. It is what called a take. So don't forget the expression, very good expression. And so he wiped his eyes, then he took stock of the situation, understanding that the other man was not an inquisitor of any kind. Okay, anyway, he could understand that the foreigner is not at all an inquisitor. Inquisitor means inquiry, the person who is inquiring is called inquisitor. He wants to know anything. So a person who is in need of some information is called inquisitor. So anyway, this foreigner is not of any type of inquisitor, so no problem. So yet, in order to make sure, he remained wary. But anyway, we can't make sure that. We can't trust that, okay, he is a good guy and he is not an inspector and not an inquisitor, we can't say. But anyway, he remained cautious. Wary means cautious. He remained cautious. No need to run away from a man who gave him such a potent smoke. He thought that, so no need to run away from a man who already offered a cigarette for free and helped him, so that no need to run away from such a guy. And he thought that, okay, so you have given such a potent smoke, such a happy, strong smoke. Potent means strong. Such a very good smoke who has given, so no need to run away from him, because he is not dangerous and he is not an inquisitor. Inquisitor means the persons who are coming to take inquiry of and why you are and what, like this. Not an inquisitor, not a dangerous man. His head was reeling from the effect of one those strong American cigarette made with roasted tobacco. But because of the smoke, it was very strong. The tobacco was very strong. So his head was reeling. There is another reason also. We know that Muni from the morning onwards did not take any food at all. So on bare stomach he is smoking. He did not take any food. Today in the evening time only he will get some food. If his wife could manage, then he will get. So that's all for him. So that in that time he is taking the cigarette. You think of that, to an empty stomach to take the cigarette smoke, so it will make him to reel his head. Said to say the effect of that American roasted tobacco effect, he could feel that. The man said, now the man, we know that is an English person, so he is telling in English, I come from New York, took out of a wallet from his pocket and presented his card. Then that man, he took, I come from New York, then telling that he is taking his identity card. So taking that identity card and present, I come from Europe. He is telling, he is taking his card and presented his card to this. So that is the system, I am just like, I am Sedhu Ramayar CBI, like giving just like that. He said that I come from New York. I took a wallet from his pocket, from his hip pocket, and presented his card. He taking that his wallet, from that wallet he took his card, address card, and he was presenting that to Muni. So you can guess what will be our Muni's reaction. So we can see that Muni shrank away from the card. Perhaps he was trying to present a warrant and arrest him. Beware of Kaki, one part of his mind want. Take all the cigarette or whatever is offered, but don't get caught. Then Muni, is a simple, honest guy. Muni shrank away from the card. That he shrink, past form of shrink is shrank. He shrank away. When the card is presented, just like when he presented his cigarette lighter open, he just blew it off and put down just like that he offered the card. At that time, he shrink back. He shrink away from the card. Perhaps, he thought, Muni is telling, according to Muni, perhaps he was trying to present a warrant and arrest him. Maybe a warrant. Okay, yeah, this is your warrant. You are arrested because you have done this much wrong. Get ready, come. Like that, in films and all we could see this. This is the warrant. Like that, this is your warrant, so you are arrested. Like that. So maybe warrant. Beware of Kaki, because he has worn, khaki dress. So definitely a police officer or someone. One part of his mind wander. So this is his mind process. Yeah, he took back from the card. Okay, maybe a warrant to arrest me, and so don't believe because he is wearing khaki. Take all the cigarette or whatever is offered, but don't caught. That is his policy. If he is giving cigarette or whatever he is giving, okay, that we can accept, but don't give for caught. So don't being caught. Okay, that is his policy. No problem. He is in khaki or he is a police officer or whatever it is. If he is offering cigarette or something, now we can take it, but don't give caught. Don't allow him to catch. Beware of khaki. He wished he weren't 70, as the shopman had said. Now he is thinking that, my God, I am on 70. He wished, had he not been on 70. That is, he was wishing that if I was not on 70, oh my God, this is on the age of 70, how can I run? He wished to be young in front of that foreigner, then he could run. That is what his policy. Then at 71 did not run, but surrendered to whatever came. And so he just surrendered. Okay, he allowed, to surrender. Now it is not possible to run also. If he is catching, let him catch. On 70, only the possible way to surrender. Okay, sir, like that. So he thought like this. He could only ward off trouble by talk. So what now he can do is, anyway he can't run, he can't fight, and he can't do anything physically as he is on age of 70. Now how can he ward off the trouble? To ward off, another expression. Ward off meaning avoid. How can he avoid? How can he ward off trouble? By talk. Now he can just ward off the trouble by talk only. That is possible. That is what our Muni's thinking, our policy is that okay, he can only resist and he can only, now the possible thing is not young, is not powerful, not strong, he can't run also, his leg problem and all is there. Now only the thing he can do is he can just talk and avoid any trouble. So he went on. In the chaste Tamil for which Kridam was famous. So only he can talk, we said that only he can. So he started to talk in all in the chaste Tamil for which Kridam was famous. Actually the place Kridam, the village, that Kridam is actually famous for the chaste Tamil, means that Pakka Tamil. That means very, very virgin original Tamil they are speaking. Not at all the mix of any kind. Just only the Tamil is thinking of that. So sorry, he can speak only that language because he is from the village of that Kridam. Now, chaste Tamil for which Kridam was famous. He said, now Muni is talking. Before God, sir, Bhagavan, who sees everything. I tell you, sir, that we know nothing of the case. If the murder was committed, whoever did it will not escape. Bhagavan is all seeing. Don't ask me about it. I know nothing. What he is telling? What our Muni is telling? Do you know? What Muni is telling? Did he ask anything actually? No, right? Muni did not ask, the foreigner did not ask anything to him. So what he is telling? Yes, he was telling that before God, sir, Bhagavan, who sees everything. I tell you, sir, what we know nothing of the case. If the murder was committed, whoever did it will not escape. Bhagavan is all seeing. Don't ask me about it, I know nothing. Muni is telling them, sir, believe me, sir, Bhagavan is there. He is watching everything. So whoever is committed the mistake, the murder, he will not escape. One day he will be caught. And sir, believe me, I know nothing, sir. I don't know. What Muni is telling in Tamil, in chaste Tamil, in Pakka Tamil he is telling this. A body had been, the reason is, a body had been found mutilated and thrown under the tamarind tree at the border between Kridam and Kuppam a few weeks before, giving rise to much gossip and speculation. The reason is that recently there was a problem in their village area. That means at the border of that village, between the Kridam and next village is Kuppam. So between the Kuppam and Kridam, they had found a dead body, a mutilated dead body. Means that a disfigured, means already torn out dead body, mutilated, another word. That is disfigured. The figure has gone, that torn. So a mutilated dead body was found recently at the border of their village between Kuppam and Kridam. So Muni thought this guy, Kaki man, he is an investigator or someone, he came. So that is what, without asking, Muni is giving the details. That really, sir, Bhagavan is there. He is seeing all. He will not escape. And I know nothing, sir. He is telling that well in advance, thinking in his own way, Muni. And that is why he is giving this reason. A few weeks, giving rise to much gossip and despair. So that incident, a few weeks ago, that they found the dead body. So that gave rise to much gossip and all in their area, in that village. Means about the dead body, about that means who did it, like there are some gossips over there. So in the light of that incident, he was giving this reference, he was giving this explanation well in advance to our Muni, the foreigner. Muni added an explanation. Anything is possible there. People over there will stop at nothing. And then he is continuing, sir, not in our village. Our village, because the other village is telling that anything is possible there. In that village, anything is possible. Because people over there will stop at nothing. They will, if they started to fight, they will not stop at all. Like that, because nobody can control them. And if they start, no one can stop it. And they are not afraid of anything. They are like that. Such a naughty people they are. And the foreigner nodded his head and listened courteously though he understood nothing. So anyway, the foreigner just listened to the talk in Tamil, chaste Tamil, even though he did not understand anything. In very courteously, that very thankful. That means very obediently he listened everything and he nodded his head. Now the officer, this foreigner, I'm sure you know when this horse was made, said the red man and smiled ingratiatingly. So this foreigner just said, okay, he just asked, I'm sure that you know that who made, when this horse was made. The foreigner said in an approving manner, correct, I know, you know this who made. There is no connection at all what Muni said and what the foreigner is telling. That is the problem of language. Is the foreigner saying, I'm sure you know when this horse was made, this statue, when this horse was made, I know, you know it. So, sure, definitely, because you are from here now, you know it when it's made. Then Muni reacted to their relaxed atmosphere by smiling himself and pleaded. Okay, so now Muni is a little relaxed because he is not a dangerous guy. He is smiling and he is nodding his head, he is approving and very obediently, just like acting like listening, even though he did not understand anything. So that Muni was a little relaxed now by the atmosphere. Now the atmosphere started to talk, so that the atmosphere became cool now. So cool in the sense that he was not cautious, not afraid. Muni, please go away, sir. Please go away, sir. I know nothing. I promise we will hold him for you if we see any bad character around, and we will bury him up to his neck in a coconut pit if he tries to escape. But our village has always had a clean record. Must definitely be the other village. Most definitely. So now Muni is continuing the same matter. What he was asking, when this horse was made, really, he was. So Muni was telling that, sir, please go away. Please go to other village. Not, you are on wrong track. Go to other village. I know nothing about the dead body. I know nothing. I promise we will bury him. We will bury him up to his neck in a coconut if we try. Suppose if we get, he's telling that I promise we will hold him for you. Suppose if we get anyone, any culprit, if we get anyone, hold him for you if we see any bad character. If we see any unknown person or any bad character around us, we will hold him for you. And we will call you, sir. And you go to, not here, I know nothing. Anyway, if we see any bad character around us, we will catch him for you. And if he tries to escape, what we will do that? We will make a coconut pit, just like a long pit. And we will put him that, and we will put mud over that till the neck. We will do like that, and we will hold him for you. If he tries to escape, we will bury him in a coconut pit till his neck. But our village has always had a clean record, sir. Our village, nobody will do that, because we have a very good record, very clean record. Then must definitely be the other village. Most probably, definitely, it will be from the Kuppam village. Most definitely, it will be from the Kuppam village. Then must definitely be the other village. Most probably, definitely, it will be from the Kuppam village. Most probably, definitely, it will be from the Kuppam village. Most definitely, it will be from the Kuppam village. Most probably, not from here. So there are many such kind of people there, criminals are there in that Kupam, but here very clean, no criminals. If there is anyone, we will catch for you. Muni said. Now the red man implored, please, please, I will speak slowly. Please try to understand me. Can you understand even a simple word of English? Everyone in this country seems to know English because you are in the colony of British, so that every Indians seems to know English. Look like that they know English. So do you know simple English? I will speak slowly with simple English. Can you understand? I have Everyone in this country seems to know English. I have gotten along with English everywhere this country. No, in India, in this country, I speak English so everybody know something English. They can understand English everywhere in India. I was speaking like that, but you don't speak it. But you only not speaking English. But all other people in India, when I met, everybody are speaking. So maybe this foreigner might have gone to any tourist area places and all. From there, everybody will speak English. That we also might. So then you are speaking English. Actually, this means tourist spot area. There means some souvenir sellers and some shopkeepers and all will be there, around. They can speak all languages, Hindi, English, the minimum everything. In order to sell off their product, they can speak. So recently, not recently, that means a couple of months before that, I happened to see a video in Facebook that a small boy, he was selling what he was selling? He was selling of something to tourists. So many tourists are there. So he can speak many languages. English, Arabic, Hindi, French, and many number of languages. What he can speak, about his product. What he is selling, according to the tourist from where they are coming, in their language he will speak and he can explain. Only that not everything, the praise and the quality and the merit of his things and all. So people are like that, in order to survive for their life, they will speak in order to sell off their product. It is like that. So he was thinking that everybody, all Indians can speak in English, or foreigner was thinking like that. So that is what he just expressed that. So then he started to speak. Okay. Then he was asking, foreigner was asking that in India everyone is speaking, only you not speak English. Why? I have gotten along with English everywhere in this country, but you don't speak it. Have you any religious or spiritual scruples against English speech? Religious or culturally you have any problem to speak English? Maybe you may be from a different religion and your religion is telling you not to speak English, or your culture is against English or something. Is there any such kind of, he was asking, any such kind of problem is there for you, any such kind of scruples? That also is asking English. Will Muni understand that? You see, our Muni's reaction was like this. Muni made some indistinct sound in his throat and shook his head. Yeah, like this, encouraged. The other went on to explain at length. So foreigner misunderstood that Muni can understand now when he is speaking slowly in simple English. He thought because he is making some sound, his throat sound like this. So foreigner thought that okay, he can understand. So he went on to explain at length in detail, uttering each syllable with care and deliberation. Very carefully he is pronouncing the words. He is giving the details. Very carefully he was giving. He was telling that presently he sidled over and took a seat beside the old man, explaining. Now he just sidled. He just came he just came closer to Muni, and he also sat near to Muni, beside Muni. He also sat. Okay, listen to me. Like that, he started to explain his problem. That is explaining. You see, the foreigner is telling, you see, last August, we probably had the hottest summer in history last August, and I was working in shirt sleeves in my office on the 14th floor, on the 14th floor of the Europe State Building. We had a power failure one day, you know, and there I was stuck for 4 hours. No elevator, no air conditioning. All the day in the train, I kept thinking. And the minute I reached home in Connecticut, my place, I told my wife Ruth, name of wife is Ruth. I told my wife Ruth, we will visit India this winter. It is time to look at other civilizations. Next day, he called the travel agent first thing and told him to fix it. And so here I am. Ruth came with me, but is staying back at Srinagar. And I am the one doing the rounds and joining her later. Let us see what Muni did understand in the next class. So very slowly he read, he expressed what his situation is. Okay, we will meet again. We will continue the class in the next video. Till then, take care. We will meet again. Okay, thank you. Bye bye. See you.